Wave to YouTube. Brilliant. See, safe cycling. Oh, well, good morning anybody who's having a look in this morning. Maybe a wee bit late. Let's turn this round and say hello. Hello, good morning. What a day. Just like yesterday. Maybe a bit windier than yesterday. To watch my feet here because some people are not cleaning up after their dogs. Okay. Yeah. The topic of today's walk, it sounds a bit like a lecture, but the topic of today's walk is just cleaning up a bit after people who can't be bothered. I was over here last week, I think it was, maybe 2 weeks ago, and I was really bringing people through here for the sake of listening to the birds and looking at nature maybe starting up again in springtime, see what was growing. It's a local park. I'll turn around, you can see what I'm seeing. A local park, and you'll see behind me, of course, houses. It's an urban park. We're very lucky in East Kilbride, which is where I am. There's a fair amount of park area around, and it'd be very nice if people used it responsibly, but not everybody does, of course. For example, if I let you see here, let's have a look. Yeah. Stuff like this. Tenants lager. Why do people just dump stuff? You can appreciate folk, young folk maybe, wanting to enjoy the outdoors, having a little quiet spot for a drink, a little illicit bit of alcohol being drunk. Hi Elizabeth Allen. Hey. Thanks very much for looking in and commenting, it's brilliant. Yeah, I'm okay, thanks. Yeah, I do like nature. I was out yesterday for about 4 to 5 hours on the east coast of Scotland doing a hike. So, and it was good. Yeah, it was great being out. And I love coastal views. I hadn't seen the sea for such a long time. I was missing it. And Simon Burry, thank you very much. And Dr. Black. Wow. Scientist in my family. Ah, right. Well, I quite like Stegosaurus. I think I was going to be a dinosaur. I might want to be a Stegosaurus. Or the one with the large sail in the back. It looks like a sail. Yeah. I don't have a lot of subs, but I recommend it I need to have a look at your channel. It's quite a good way. It's a strange one. It's quite a good way to pick up 1 or 2 extra subs because people like the sound of you, and if they do like the sound of you, they might sub. But yeah, I like being out in the great outdoors. When you're doing live streams, it depends who you are, I suppose. I find that I might have, for example, 6 people looking in just now, but as soon as I show myself, I'm obviously not a good advert for my channel because then people disappear. Oh no, I've gained 1. Oh well, good, very good, got an extra 1. Yeah, we're located in Scotland. I don't know where you are. It's always good actually if people say where they're looking in from. Oh, I forgot to pick up that can. Going back down again to pick that can up that I spotted. I have a bag with me today and I have my litter grabber. Last time I was here, I had neither of those things. So this time I can pick stuff up. Yes, I'm walking in a local park in East Kilbride, which is in Central Belt, Scotland. I've deliberately not put my fancy microphone onto the phone today because I think you hear more of the ambient sound. This is an iPhone I'm using. You can probably hear me crushing the can. Turn this round so you can see what I'm crushing. Where are you living then, Elizabeth Allen? Are you in UK at all? I always find it interesting to see where people are looking in from. Right, let's see if I can get a polythene bag for this. When my kids were growing up, we always taught them to leave a place cleaner than they found it. If we went walks anywhere or we did camping, we used to do a lot of camping in France, for example. And Daniel, hi Daniel Power. Thank you, very kind of you to chip in the chat, and everybody else who's doing that. It means I'm not walking on my own. Right, that's one thing into the bag. Let's see if there's more stuff to go in. Oh yeah, there's another one. Oh, somebody has just taken their bag of empties and just thrown them into the bushes. That's very antisocial of them. Let's get that in as well. Crush that one first, take up a bit less space. It's not a bad time of year for doing this kind of thing, because you can see what's there before all the vegetation starts to grow. If you spot anything, let me know if I've missed it. It's that bit of packet of, what was it? White chocolate. Okay. Stick that in there. Yeah, there are a lot of countries you go to. We've been to a good number of countries on our travels. A lot of countries you go to and there's hardly any litter around at all. And that's mucky stuff. So mucky stuff I'll put in a separate bag. And it can go straight into the non-recyclable waste. These cans I'll put into an aluminium bin. We're very lucky here, we have got separate bins to allow us to recycle. I've been in Russia a couple of times, living with kind of extended family, as it were. And I was kind of shocked at near the flats where we were living, the way to get rid of your rubbish is to take it really just to a large skip, and everything just goes in together. There's no recycling, everything just thrown into an open skip. It probably varies from one part of Russia to the other, of course, but yeah, that was what was happening there. Have I missed anybody who's chipping in? Rora, thank you very much. I've never tried doing this before, actually, videoing at the same time, or live streaming anyway at the same time as collecting stuff. Okay, that's something. Do, 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 do. My wife and I do a lot of hiking with a club, and the countryside isn't bad where we walk anyway. It's not bad for litter, but it's surprising and disgusting what you do find. You know, whole meals, sometimes meals, ready-made meals in the packet, just left, stuck out, just left at the side of the path, or people who have had their lunch and they just dump all the rest of the stuff. The wrappers, the remains of the food that they didn't eat. They think that the fairies will just get rid of it all for them, or they really don't care. And we do hear that there's a wet can. We do hear that wildlife, such as voles, might climb into some of these things through the narrow entrances and then not manage to find their way out again. I don't know how often that happens. Never ever come across that. Get that one emptied first. Oh, Elizabeth, you were asking what I had for breakfast. I had cereal. Stella Artois, there you go. A kind of nutty, fruity mix cereal with raisins and all that stuff in. What have you had for yours, assuming you've had breakfast already? As I say, anybody who's looking in, please let me know where you're looking in from. It's always interesting that people from Australia, Philippines, Canada, USA. There's a football here. Heavens. My litter grabber can grab that, can it? Oh yeah, it can. You got it. One football. Or recycling. Not recycling, dumping. Recycling goes into this one. Any more? I always think people should look after the place. Any more? Oh yeah, no shortage. Oh, the feathers here. I think something has died here. Something has been caught by a predator. Oh, more. Okay, we can see what's sold locally. What's that one? Peroni. Let's get rid of that Peroni. It can go into the recyclable one, which is this one here. And another. If I get a hold of it, let's flatten it first. Stella Artois. I don't mind a lager, but I never drink it and then throw the cans into the countryside or even to an urban wood such as this. Any more? Can you spot any more for me? If you do see any, let me know. Oh yeah, loads of them. Good heavens. Right, let's go and get those. And the crisp packet. Let's get the crisp packet first. It's a new one. It's the low-hanging fruit, as it were. It's nice to hear the sounds of nature and other things. You hear the dogs. The microphone on the iPhone 16 is pretty good. I had an iPhone 13 before and it was pretty much equally good, I think. Right, that's the non-recyclables. Let's deal with some of the recyclables next. Come on. That's better. Goes. And there's more. It's one in there. How to get it? How to get it? Yay! And it's full of rainwater, I hope. Brown rainwater. Ooh. Oh, and slugs. Uck. It's full of slugs that have been attracted to the alcohol. Uck. Eek. Uck. Yuck. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I'm willing. Still oozing out slugs. Don't think I'm willing to start washing that one, I'm afraid. Got my limits. Eek. This is going into the non-recyclable. Afraid so. This is going to be stinking. Absolutely stinking. Oh, nobody's eating their breakfast just now watching this. Eek. Right. Into the non-recyclable for that one. Look. Right, any more? Yep, on there. And you're looking in, please give me a little like and say hello, see where you're looking in from. This is an urban wood. I'll let you see it. In fact, I'll do a 360 and let you have a wee look. It's an urban wood in Scotland. You can hear traffic perhaps. And I'm just doing a little spring clean-up. There's an area there that badly needs it. People, I'm guessing, who live over there or near there have just thrown their rubbish over the fence. Tends to be the way of it. Easy way to get rid of things is throw it away. Well, things don't just go away. They stay in the environment unless you do something about it. So I'm just doing a little voluntary clean-up of the park local to where I live today. So thank you for looking in on it. Hope you find it of interest. Separating things out, things that I can recycle, that's to say glass or aluminium, I'm putting separate because we have separate bins around to take care of that. And things that are just disgusting or too difficult to clean, like possibly that is. I've just stood in a load of slugs. I emptied out of another one. Uck. Right. Things like that I'm not going to clean because I would need to start rinsing them out and risking getting covered in dead creatures. I'm not going to do that. So if they're very mucky like this inside, I'm afraid they go straight into the landfill one. I hate doing it, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Okay, there's more. If you see any more, let me know. Spotted some non-recyclable over here. This is probably the one that the cans were in to begin with. Yeah. I was out for a walk yesterday on the east coast, out sort of north of Edinburgh, near a place called St Andrews. A sort of 4 to 5 hour hike. And somebody, I don't know who does it, had gathered a whole lot of the rubbish from the shore. Fishing lines and plastic stuff. And had it in heaps along the shore periodically, so I'm assuming that somebody from the local authority will come along and take the load away in bags. But I thought it was very good of some people or some group going out and gathering the stuff. Now that looks like it's recyclable, doesn't it? That recyclable, can you see it? I can see it now through the camera. Yep, polypropylene. That'll recycle and it's clean, so I don't mind putting that in the recycling bag. That. Right, let's get away from all of these slugs that I emptied out from lager cans earlier. It's totally disgusting. And move up a stage. Let's just take this as well. We've got most of the junk from here. Let's move up a bit, look for more. Spot any lager cans or junk to dump or recycle, let me know. Oh, I spot a lager can there. Looks like it's nicely flattened, ready for me. Perfect. Let's get it. Let's open up the bag ready. Okay, right, lager can, where is it? There it is. Pre-flattened, that's good. Get the leaves off it, clean it a bit. Perfecto. Voila. Right, anything else around here? White something in, don't think that matters. Paper will probably biodegrade shortly. Right, try and get this lot settled into its bag a bit more. Okay, right, onwards and upwards. If you are looking in, you can give me a like if you don't mind before you go. I'm doing a little litter clear up today. Aluminium lid, that could recycle. Realising I'm not concentrating well enough and putting a couple of things into the recycling. It doesn't belong there. Yeah, good. Oh, so which camp do you fall into? Do you litter the world, roll down the car window and throw things out? Or do you recycle and leave the place a cleaner place than it was when you're finished? Right, way down here is a bag. Dare I go down and get that bag? I'm doing a little urban clear up, spring clear up, spring cleaning if you like, of a Scottish wood. Now that is a bit big for me to transport. I have no idea what it is. I don't know if I want to find out either. No idea. Right, I'm not equipped for getting into that, so that's going to have to stay another year. Maybe another time I'll come equipped with heavy gloves, and it might not even be this year. You hear the birds singing? Nice. Springtime. Time for nesting. That was a Tennent's can, lager. Let's get it emptied. There's maybe another one filled with slugs. I just emptied one a few minutes ago, and it was filled with dead slugs. Absolutely horrible, decomposing mollusks. Not my favourite thing. It's an easy one to get. Stick it in there. And a bit more polythene. Yep. Doo-be-doo. Anybody looking in, please say hello in the chat. All we need, say hello. If you can say where you're from. I usually joke, say where you're from if the police aren't looking for you. Trouble with crushing cans is you can end up stuck on your foot. I've never heard of that one. What is that one? Anybody drunk this? Dragon something. Not one I know. However, that's recyclable. Aluminium into the recyclables. If you've just joined me here, this is an urban wood somewhere in Scotland. And I was here a week or so ago just to let people hear the sounds of nature as I walked to the town centre. I did a detour through this wood, and I was kind of a bit disappointed in the amount of litter that's here. And it's great, the birds are singing, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of wildlife in here, mammals, foxes will be loving it. I don't think we have anything as big as badgers here, but who knows. Certainly foxes are around. So there'll be voles, there'll be shrews. Further back there was a number of breast feathers from some bird, maybe from a pigeon. So something must have had their breakfast here. Predators had a bird, left only the feathers. So that's recyclables. Any more? What's that? Plastic junk on the path. Black bin waste, as we call it. In other words, non-recyclable. In here, something else. What's that? Noodles. Noodles wrapper really needs to be cleaned to be recycled, so non-recyclable it shall be. It's up here. Something else. I'm not going to mess with these for the recycling. And really need to be clean, and they're not, so you can stay there. Is it time to drag my bags further up? Could be. Oops, what's that? Something. Pen. Up it goes. Nice. I love the sound of pigeons cooing. Every little helps. Okay, let's move on a bit more. I can see another bit of recycling appearing. Here we go. I'm just doing a little urban wood clear up. A little spring clean for nature. It's a nice little area, so close to home, on the way to the town centre. I was here a week or so ago and I was a bit disappointed with the amount of litter lying around, so I thought I need to come back with a bag and a litter grabber like this. So that is what I've done. So that's recyclable. Anything else? If you spot anything, do let me know. Oh, and click me a like if you don't mind. Give me a thumbs up while you're there. What's that? Polythene. Polythene. Come on, come out. Come out. I was silly enough not to bring gloves with me, so I'm afraid I can't really get in. I'm not going to use my hands on these things barehanded. Nope, I see more of the uncouth youth have been here. There's one. T4. Don't know if you know your lagers. You recognise that one, anybody? Let's give it a squash to make sure it's thoroughly empty. It's a bit heavy. I suspect there's a lot of junk inside it. It's not recyclable. These things should be cleaned before they're recycled, so I'm afraid that was going in to the non-recyclable. Okay, any more? Oh yeah, there's another one over here. Yeah, somebody's dip from the takeaway. That's recyclable, that's fine. That's pretty clean. I think there's some insects around. I'm feeling bitten. One more. You do wonder why people don't bother, don't care. They don't care enough just to take the bag to the nearest litter bin and drop it in. No, just throw it into the bushes, it will go away. It doesn't go away. It just hangs around, making the place look unsightly. Any more? Oh, I see a little lid from a bottle of vodka, probably. There we go. Is that clean? Oops, it is now-ish. Yep, that'll do. And there's more lager. I was about to swear, but I don't usually swear, so I won't swear. More lager cans. Let's bring the bags up. Make it easier. Oh, it's a wheel of a party over here. And what the origins of these cans is thrown over the fence. It's one of the things you'll find in UK a lot, maybe in every country, where there's a railway and there are houses nearby. As you're going along, you look out and you find all the stuff that people from the houses over the fence, they're just throwing the stuff over the fence. Just throw it over to the railway, it'll go away. Enjoy your trip. So, yeah, it goes on everywhere. That one seems to be clean enough. Okay, I'll take that one, flatten it down. And stick it in there. Great. That's non-recyclable. Go in here. There you go, see, sandwich wrapper, some sort of sandwiches. Yeah, let's just chuck it. Let's just chuck it. You could find out when, if you're keen. If you want to do some forensic science, you could work out from the evidence what's the date of the sandwiches, when did they expire. I don't know. Right, and it goes, non-recyclable. Right, more cans. Distant can. We've just dropped in, we're just doing a little urban spring clean and recycling where we can if things are clean enough. And this one feels light enough, so I don't think there's too much horrible stuff in it. It might be okay for recycling. What do you think? Did you know that aluminium can be recycled forever? So why put it in a landfill? It can be recycled. Okay, any more? Oh yeah, there's more. Such a pleasant little area here. It's a shame for it to be messed up, so I think it's worthwhile occasionally doing a little clean. That is the park that leads down to East Kilbride town centre. Hear church bells. This is Sunday. And that's possibly Our Lady of Lourdes Church, which is over that way. And that's where my wife will be this morning. How's the sound? Anybody looking in just now, could you tell me how's the sound? I'm not using my fancy microphone set up plugged into the iPhone, but from past experience, the iPhone is pretty good at picking up ambient sound. So I'm guessing you're hearing every crinkle of the cans being crushed. There's another one. Tenants. Come on. Let's crush it first. That might be easier. Let you see the can. There you go. You know that one? Have I drunk that one? I'm just thinking of the Heineken adverts. Heineken says probably the best lager in the world. Well, this is probably the worst in my opinion. I think if you want to drink something reasonable, drink a Moretti or an Innocent Gun. But yeah, I wouldn't sully my palate by drinking Tenants unless it was the last thing available and there was nothing else. Even then I put lemonade in it or lime. Right, moving on. Oops, moving on. Not bad little pickings though. Oh, there's another one. That's that. It's quite a slippy path actually. This you could do with scraping it or something. You could fall in your butt quite easily here. Right, this is that dragon's soup. Dragon soup. It's pretty mucky and I'm not going to clean it, so I'm afraid it goes into room 101. Ah, first bit of glass I found. That's kind of a good thing. The last thing you want is a lot of glass around. There's always a chance that a dog will cut its little paws on it. You can't have that happening. So there we are, excellent. Good. That's fine. I think that is probably clean enough for glass recycling. Excellent. Okay, what's over there? In the distance, there's something else. God, more cans. I think I need to approach this from the bottom. So I've no intentions of slipping on this. It's a wee bit slippery just now. Can I grab that one, I wonder? Without falling all the way down there. What are the chances? What are the chances? Okay, let's tackle it from over here. Any better? Yep. Hi. See if I can. Okay, I might never get back up again, but I've got down anyway. Here we go. It's that. It's a fruit container. Let's put it down there for now. Catch it in a minute. Not going to get that one, or that one, or that one, or that one, or that one. Okay, I'm doing what I can, but I'm not going to get them all. There's a piece of junk over there. Don't know what that is. Non-recyclable toy, maybe. And a bottle just above it. Okay, we'll get those. That's more low-hanging fruit. Some easy ones. Litter clear up of an urban wood. That's what I'm doing if anybody's interested. If you like nature, do give us a click, give us a subscribe. This area is too good really to have messed up with litter. We're lucky to have this near to houses. Houses just up there. Town centre is just down there. More houses over the other side you might be able to see. And a park, proper laid out park down there. Good for dog walking. You can see somebody walking their dog. I don't know if you can see them. Somebody walking the dog down there. There they are, just about there. Yes, I'm doing a wee clear up, a little voluntary clear up. You hear those? You know which birds those are? Those are magpies. Alright, that was the other thing I spotted to dump. Right, plastic bottle. That's plastic bottle. I'm not going to empty and clear out, so that one is going to be black bag, I'm afraid. It takes a lot of cleaning of disgusting stuff. I'm not going to do it. I have my limits. What's that? Anybody know what that is? Feels a bit heavy. I don't know if it's full of water. What on earth is it? You recognise it? Anybody know what that is? Some kind of water pistol-y thing. Anyway, black bin waste is what it is now. Non-recyclable landfill. Which is all a bit sad. I'm not a fan of landfill. I realise that I and a lot of other people contribute to it. Okay, what else is close that I could recycle or dump? Any cans in the vicinity? Yeah, I see a can, a plastic, and a few packets that can be recycled. We're doing a quick urban cleanup in Urbanwood. It's a very nice area here, but evidently some people, although maybe they appreciate having a little bit of privacy here, they tend to treat it like a dump. And there is a backpack. I mean, who takes a backpack and dumps it? And it's been here for a while, covered in moss. Anything inside it? Shall we look? I've no gloves with me today, so yeah. Nothing much there. What about turning it over? Yeah. It's kind of disgusting, isn't it? I suppose I could put that in my black bin waste bag, couldn't I? I haven't brought gloves, but I'll just risk touching the thing. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. This is the bag for all the stuff that is not going to be recycled because it's too dirty or it's just not recyclable. And then I'm not going to do much more. I'm just going to go home and deal with this stuff appropriately. I'm trying to do all of this while holding the camera, so apologies if things go a little bit skew for you. straps in. Broken strap, that's probably why it was being thrown away. But we have black bins around for these things, so why didn't somebody just put it straight into a black bin if they couldn't get rid of it some other way? Wow. Right, I'm just about done. There's one more plastic thing down there, and I'm going to bring it, put it into my recyclables, and I think I'll call it a day at that. Trouble is, once you start doing this kind of thing, you just want to keep on doing it. You see it's something else you want to get rid of. Look there, a piece of that plastic drainage coil. Don't know if that's recyclable or not. Flower pots, some flower pots are recyclable. Rachel, Histories and Mysteries. Rachel, how are you? Okay, I'm just doing an urban clear up. Try to work out how to get rid of certain things. I don't know if this pot is recyclable. Yeah, it's recyclable. So I can go into the recycle plastics. Yeah, this is a park near where I live. And you can hear the birds. There's nature around here. But the last time I was here, a week or two ago, I was live streaming through it just to let people hear the bird sounds and look for mosses and fungus and anything that was growing. And I noticed how many bits of litter were here. And I said to myself, yep, need to go back with a bag someday and do some clearing up, so that's what I'm doing. Black bin waste, non-recyclables, stuff that should be recyclable. If it's clean enough, it's not too disgusting, it goes in there. But I've just about done enough. That's quite a little bundle to carry back. There's plenty more down on the slope, but it's slippery and I could end up falling all my length. 20 or 30 feet down there, so I'm not going to do that. There's one more up here, which I'm going to pick up. Thinking, yeah, well, it's just to our own good, isn't it, to keep the place tidy. Don't think that is recycled, so stick that in there. Some of these things are just not. You'd think it would be, but unfortunately, landfill is its fate. And get it to stay in the bag. Yep, okay. What are you up to today? Out and about yet? It's quite early for you. Up having breakfast. Do you get this kind of thing in the States? Where people just, leave things, dump things? I woke up probably about 8 o'clock-ish. I slept like, excuse me, I slept like an absolute log last night. We had a walk yesterday over on the Fife Coastal Path. 15-kilometre walk, so what's that, about 11 miles or so. Right, that can recycle. But I've been having some trouble with my Achilles tendon. Good for him. Good man. You've had into the summertime change. Yeah, it's very moorish once you start this carry on. You think, oh, there's another one. It's a bit like when I go to the beach, I find a stone that looks interesting, so I think, oh, I'll put that in my pocket. And then I find another one, and eventually, if I was to fall into the sea, I would go down, I would sink like a stone with pockets full of stuff. Sea glass and all the rest of it. That's right, so something else down here. One more. I can see a can, oh, two cans in the distance. Oh, and a bottle. I'll get that in the way back. Oh, heavens. I've done a fairly good job though. Oh, there's another can. See what I mean? One thing leads to a blooming other. Right, let's have that one. Let's crush it to death. This horrible lager, it deserves it. I think probably Cheap and Cheerful is about the best you can say about it. 10-inch lager. Oops, can I... Trying to get two at the one time with a grabber. Not easy. Yay! Happy days are here again. The skies above are blue again. And I think I'm gonna spew again. Happy days are here again. Oh yeah. Out the car window. The same with the ashtrays sometimes. You can see where people just stop the car, roll down the window, out goes the ashtray stuff. Yeah, shooting's too good for them. Well, it might be a bit extreme, but I like them to be named and shamed. The same with people who let their dogs mess all over the place and make no effort at all. They just look the other way. The dog's on a long extended lead, so it's far away from them as possible. And they're on their mobile phones. There we go, another one. It's not for the recycling because that takes far too much cleaning up. Two at the one time, what are the chances? Yay, Terry does it again. I wonder if this will be in the Olympics one day. All sorts of weird things are getting into the Olympics. Right, too mucky to recycle, I'm afraid. Landfill it goes. Yeah, take the little oak leaf out. Do you know your trees? I think it's like, maybe not an oak leaf. It's very like an oak leaf. Can you hear the magpies chattering? You can see them down on in the park area there. Right. Oh, that's interesting. The magpies are standing on the ground teasing a black pussycat over there. I don't know if you can see it. Can I zoom in and let you see? Magpies teasing a pussycat. You see it? And they've actually partly surrounded the cat. No, can't see the cat. Oh yeah, I do see it. Can you see it? Magpies are pretty brave. Where is it now? Oh, there it is. I've seen magpies chasing a fox right out from a park, not this park near our swimming pool. There was a lot of noise, they were sort of flocking round about it, and the fox was keeping as low a profile as it possibly could. There it is. I think, if I remember correctly, the fox had a magpie in its jaws, and the other magpies didn't like it one bit, so they chased it until it ran away under the bushes where they couldn't get at it. This has become a nature video. I think maybe they didn't like it being near their tree. Perhaps that's what it was. And now they're leaving it alone. Lost it now. Where's it gone? Oh, it's still making a noise, so it's still annoying them. Oh, I do see it. I do see it. Don't know if you can. Where is it? It's walking over. There it goes. Brilliant. Oh, that'll do for that. Great. Good zoom on this camera too. Right, let's see if I can pick this lot up, head back to the house, because my 2-year-old granddaughter was outside the house in the car, not on her own. She was having a sleep with my daughter beside her. I brought my daughter a coffee out and a couple of biscuits. And then once the wee one was going to wake up, she would take her out. She would take her into the house. I've got her lunch in the fridge, and then she'll give her a feed, and we might go and do something else with the day. Right, nothing left behind. Nope, nothing left behind. 2 big bags full of stuff. So that's good. Well, thanks for joining me on this bit of the walk, Rachel. Hope your day is good. I'll video my way through, and you can see look how clear this wood is. Look how tidy. And a bit of litter to be seen. It's all in here. If I was doing a survey, I would say that Tennent's Lager is the most popular beverage. Which is better than finding bottles of alcohol of stronger alcohol content. You're flapping your wings. Odd little cheeps of birds. You hear it. Oh, they've all stopped because they know that I'm listening. Yeah, no problem. Thanks, Rachel, for chatting. And thanks everybody else for looking in and giving me the likes, the thumbs up. It's very good. You see how close we are to civilization, so-called. And at the very start of this, you'll see my other 2 granddaughters, cousins, starting on their cycling with Dad, also known as Uncle Angus. And they were cycling through the park because it's a safe place to cycle. And it gave them a little bit of road knowledge at the same time, because Angus was very good at making them stop and explaining what they had to do at the junction just over there. So that was great. So if you've just joined, thank you very much for looking in, but I'm just about to finish this live stream. If you want to see more live streams like this, I do subscribe and then you'll be told when the next one arrives. I'm going to pack this one up so I can carry these bags. I'll show you the bags. These bags, it was a little bit awkward. I don't want to spill horrible stuff onto me. Maybe missed that one, however. And then I'll try and recycle. It's only a couple of minutes back to home, so it's not a big problem. So, yeah, thanks very much again for looking in. Subscribe for the next live stream if you're not subscribed already. Join the band of 1,500 and whatever it is subscribers. It's mainly nature walks, but there's occasional live streams like this. So do have a little look at my channel, see if you like it, and if you like it, yeah, click a like and a subscribe. Always appreciated. Have a nice Sunday, everybody. I'm off to recycle all of this stuff and dump some of it into our bins, having cleared up a whole load of this urban forest that we have. So if you like that kind of thing, do click a like and subscribe. Much appreciated. Have a good day, everybody. Enjoy your Sunday, whatever you're doing. Goodbye from sunny Scotland. Looks incredible. Spring and summer are here all at the one time. So, thanks again. Switch off, go home, recycle all this stuff.